Check this out. Hopefully you can still hear me. I play. This is a Dope Show with Dopey, fucking complete Epicardiectomy album discography review. For the last 2-3 days, if not the whole week, been doing nothing but Epicardiectomy, or listening to nothing but Epicardiectomy, if that's how it's pronounced. Epicardiectomy or Epicardiectomy. One of the two. I'm not good with these death metal band name intros, but I thought I'd do something to get my name back out there in album reviews. There's been tons that I missed. I haven't done great album reviews since the Abominable Putridity one. Anyways, we're going to start out with the first album, Abhorrent Stench of Posthumous Gastrorectal, if that's pronounced right. And I'm pretty sure that came out in 2012. Yep, 2012. And this album was pretty good. Epicardiectomy has done a lot to get where they are now, man. They spent a lot of years fucking just being a 3-song YouTube band. I was a fan of these guys for a long time. It's about time I did something about them. They deserve to be where they're at right now in slam death metal. And they are fucking extreme slam, dude. This album I really like a lot. I'm not going to talk about the fucking... They did a lot of side albums. Like a 3-track demo with Carnivore, something like that, can't even remember. But, anyways, Abhorrent Stench of Posthumous Gastrorectal is, and I hope I'm saying that alright, it's a pretty damn good slam album. The artwork from the album is great. You know, I should have had an Epicardiectomy t-shirt a long time ago. I don't got one yet. I'm hoping to get one here soon. The drums are amazing. The drummer, man, I want to talk about their drummer. Their drummer uses nothing but two bass drums, a snare, cymbals. That's it. No toms. This drummer uses no toms, and he still comes up with hundreds of combinations to do on the snare. Fucking epic. Epicardiectomy. I mean, for real. These guys are brutal. They help take slam to where it is now, if you ask me. And I think these guys are always going to stick to their sound. We'll talk about that in the next album. Gastrorectal. I didn't write down my favorite song that I like, but oh yeah, Pulverizing and Fornicating Feces. That song is probably my favorite song off the album. It's stuck in my head. I'm pretty sure they played it at Mountain Life Death on YouTube. It's pretty cool. There's guys in the fucking mosh pit doing Macarena, and do that shit here in America. You're getting laid the fuck out. Yeah. And we got some Epicardiectomy playing in the background for you. Alright. And then they had a guitarist. And they were a band without a bassist for a long time. They just recently got a bassist, which I'll get to at that point. And I didn't see how many tracks are on the album, but I've been listening to it on YouTube for like the last 2-3 days. I love it. I love it a lot. Now I really want to talk about this album, because this album, dude, is my favorite Epicardiectomy album. This album stands out to me the most, and I listen to it the most because it was an overlooked classic where I used to live. Prestremial Morphodysplastic Virulency, something like that. That's how it's pronounced. Came out 2014. This album, man, is my favorite Epicardiectomy album. The drum combinations on this one is epically brutal, and plus this was when they came out their first music video. Hereditous Festering something, you know. I don't keep up with these names, man. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a scientist. Came out 2014. Oh yeah, I should have opened up with this. This band, and we'll get to their newest and latest album. Actually, I still want to keep talking about this album. All I can think about is the drummer, dude. The drums are amazing. The guitars is pretty slam. It's pretty slam guitar, man, but when you put drums to it, it's amazing. The vocalists, one of the things I love most about Epicardiectomy is they've never really sold out or changed their sound. They've been sticking to their sound as where it goes. and they evolved just a little bit, not too much from their first album, but they did. They made it just a little bit more heavier than their first one. Alright, let's get to their newest one. Grotesque Monument of Preparation Transfixion. This album, I'm kind of excited about doing, man. I really am, to talk about this album. This album fucking has the basis. For the first time ever, they got a bass in their lineup, which is epic. Epicardiectomy. And fucking, I'm telling you guys, man, their bass, I almost wish they started out with the basses, because you can tell their bass makes them sound even heavier than it is. I mean, I like it a lot. It's not bad. It's Epicardiectomy for sure with this album. And they did evolve, they only evolve a little bit. They keep to their sound much. I'm not saying that's the same thing over and over again, but you can't really tell the difference, man. Like, oh yeah, you can. I scratched that out. This album, the double bass, brutal double bass. I forgot about that. I'm sorry, man. They did evolve on this album. With the bassist coming in there, he makes it slam even harder. The guitarists and bassists accommodate each other so well on this album. And the drums, the dude's sick as shit, man. They came out with a music video for this album. It was pretty damn good. It was definite slam at its best. You can check it out. And then let's talk about Relics from the Malodorous Pile. I'm pretty sure this is an remake album of classic remakes. And my favorite one, and I didn't notice it at first until I heard it, unless this is just only a cover song, but I'm pretty sure the whole album's a cover song because it says Relics from Malodorous Pile. And I'm sure they're taking relics from their favorite bands. I listened to this album, no other songs stuck out for me, but definitely Vomit Remnants. They covered Vomit Remnants' Putrefying Dead Flesh, which is my favorite, one of my favorite Vomit Remnant songs. I love Japanese slam death metal, and they covered it. If I was Vomit, I'd be like, thank you guys, Epicardiectomy, because they're Epicardiectomy. They're from the Czech Republic. Am I saying that right? No, how do you say that?
Czech
Republic. Alright, City Prague. Let's talk about the lineup. On vocals, you got Adrian Bick. I can't pronounce these names. On drums, you got Milan Moscon. Serge Gordon guitar. Bass, Stan something. And the bass, man, I'm just glad that they got a bassist, man, because I would love to hear these guys live. I don't know if they come to America often, but I'm sure the bass will definitely be, you know what I'm trying to say, accommodate the guitars and drums well. Also, yeah, that was another thing. I'm pretty sure it was their last album, they had a little bass solo going on, a little riff on that album. That was pretty brutal, man. I dig it. How many minutes are we?
8:30.
8:30. So we got 2 more minutes to talk about Epicardiectomy. Because they're fucking epic. These guys did a lot to get where they're at now. And I did talk about their discography. I was going to say which one was my favorite song on every album, but I forgot to write them down because I can't remember these fucking names for the life of me. Who remembers these medical terms anyways? I'm more into a little bit less extremeness. I used to be that extreme, but I'm not. And I'm glad to do this album because now I can listen to something else, dude. You know, because I've been listening to Epicardiectomy with my brother, Haven't I, Chronic?
Yep.
And wouldn't you say they're slam death metal?
Absolutely.
Abso-fucking-lutely. These guys are slam death metal, man. And I'm glad they can be out there because slam is starting to become overrated now. And it sucks. I hate it almost, man. I'm jumping on the slamcore bandwagon. I like slamcore now. I knew it was coming. You watch my videos? A lot of people must watch my videos, man, because a lot of shit's happening that I say is going to happen. I give shout-outs to Slam Worldwide all the time. I was giving shout-outs to Slam Worldwide before they were Slam Worldwide. You know what I mean? Anyways, that's the Dope Show with Dopey. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.
Make sure you like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Peace.